is your favourite snack to eat whilst writing?
Chocolate and peanut butter.
Do you treat yourself when you have completed the first draft of a book?
Do I treat myself when I finish the first draft of a book? Sometimes I go for a walk, or maybe I have an afternoon off, and sometimes I buy myself a present, but I don't really treat myself as much as I should. Good question.
What is your favourite thing to do when you have completely finished a book?
My favourite thing to do when I've completely finished a book, if you do ever completely finish a book, and that is another question, is probably sleep. Sleep.
What is your favourite children's book ever written?
My favourite children's book ever written is a book called Journey to the River Sea by a writer called Eva Ibbotson, and I just love it. I love it because it's a great adventure with wonderful characters, and the writing's just marvellous, and every time I read it I get completely transported again as if it was the first time I'd read it.
If you could invite 3 children's authors to dinner, past or present, who would you invite and why?
3 writers, past or present, to come to dinner. Well, I think they would be Edith Nesbit, because she wrote wonderful books written a long time ago, at the beginning of the 20th century, including a book called The Railway Children, and I just love them. I loved all her books, and I read them again and again when I was a child. So Edith Nesbit. Beatrix Potter, because I really because she was really close to nature, and she was a really close observer of nature, and her drawings are phenomenal, and so I would like to talk to her about that and learn a bit more about her method. And Eva Ibbotson, because she wrote one of my favourite books ever called Journey to the River Sea, and I have learned so much from reading her books, and so much about writing from reading her books, and also she was apparently a lot of fun, so I think that would be a really interesting dinner party.
If you could co-write a children's book with another author, who would you like to write with and why?
Who would I like to write a book with? Nobody. I like to write alone, honestly. I thought about this question, but I like to write alone.
If your shortlisted book were to be made into a film, who would you like to play your main characters?
Who would I cast in a film for my book? Well, I don't know about the kids, but I think that Daniel Craig would make a really good villain. I think Daniel Craig for the villain, but not Daniel Craig when he was James Bond. Daniel Craig when he's, all floppy haired with glasses. I think that would be a good villain.